Wow. Wow. We're, hi everyone, welcome. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, we got a lot of light coming in here, right here. Yeah, I gotta close that down. Too much TM light. There we go. Hey everyone, let's get some light on over here now. Okay, welcome. Yeah, still not quite there, but whatever. Better than nothing. Hey, we can barely hear you. Testing 1 2. I don't know. You're coming in clean. Yeah, you've got the Samson Go mic here. I don't know. It sounds good. I don't know. What do you mean? You can't hear me? Hello? It's clear by me. Yeah, 24 decibels. Yeah, that's a decent mic. It's a Samson Go mic. I am raising volume by 15%. Hello, welcome. No, worse than that, Tom. We're going to be breaking out some Farmer John sausages, 4 to be exact. I believe half a package is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Today we're going to be doing an amazing veggie, right? Welcome. I know. Veggie pesto pasta, $5 for 5. Veggie pesto pasta, $5 for 5. Well, I'm doing okay, Tom. Thanks for considering me your good friend. Wow. This is a way to save money where you don't need to, go buy Hot Pockets all the time and wonder why you're gaining weight. Yeah, the organic onion I buy is like less than 50 cents, but I've allotted 50 cents for that. The half a packet of sausages, I got the whole package for $2, so a half of a Farmer John's package of sausages for $1. So we're up to $1.50. In fact, let me bring in my other backup device. Bringing up backup device. Access food item. I bought an amazing product at Kroger's, organically grown egg noodles, the only egg noodles in the world that are organically grown. And we're going to use half a package of this egg noodle today. Organic, Simply Truth. That was $2 on sale, by the way. So we're only up to $2.50 right now. And I've allotted $2.50 for a bunch of vegetables. And the pesto sauce and the cheese. I bought some Cracker Barrel past due. I got these for about 50 cents a piece. So I'm going to use some of this Cracker Barrel. It's kind of like Velveeta, but better. Yeah, and the pesto sauce is not cheap. Yeah, that can be replaced by basil, as seen in the picture in the background. Yeah, or Italian seasoning. Thank you. We will be using some Italian seasoning during the cooking show. But first, I'm going to start Periscope. Periscope, doo-doo-doo-doo. Right. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, we run a separate show here on Periscope. I want to make sure my settings are right. Yeah, last night my Twitch settings were so high it was ridiculous. 2100 kbytes per second. It did that automatically, so I was probably the reason why we're having problems with Twitch. It wouldn't matter anyway because Twitch is censoring me, as you know. All right, we're going to take a look at the ATP Daily Show. $8.13. 2020. Okay. Cooking. Yeah. Okay, viewing broadcast. You guys at D-Live, I can't see what you're writing, so you'll have to just watch the show. Same with iVlog. You need more pasta. You don't need any more pasta? No, I'm saying I don't. No, I lost quite a bit of weight this summer, as you know, and my 39 waistline is really helping. Yeah. I don't really care where I broadcast. The fact is they're kicking me off all of the networks every night. I have only one shatter in Twitch. Yeah. Kind of a sad thing when you think about it. That they would keep an American from saving the country. But that just shows you what kind of Luciferians we have running our world. You can't make this stuff up. I mean, we're living some sort of a nightmare. Almost cancel Halloween. We've got real life. Yeah, we won't need Halloween. There's no reason why people should be wearing masks. It's like putting a chain link fence up to stop mosquitoes. Or putting a screen door in a submarine. Speaking of submarines, how about that submarine landing spot that Biden has on Water Island that his brother or his family members got? Yeah. We tracked the Biden property down. It's right over the abandoned submarine base. Yeah, we don't know what's going on there. Could be weird. The compost bin is pretty messed up, Darth. You want to look at the compost bin? Biden is for mandatory masks for all. I know, he's completely out of it. The he's lost. He's demented. There's no evidence masks prevent viruses from going in or out of your body. None. All right. So we're going to do the onion first, as usual. So we'll take my old knife because I don't want to break open the new ones. I'm going to turn the burner on level 3 over here. As with any onion, you just bisect it. It's no big deal. I like to just pound it down like this. Break off the bottoms. Peel away. Yeah, I wonder if Kamala Harris's father is going to give her daughter an endorsement and go back on his vision for the family. The family's all probably saying, well, you rejected her for smoking marijuana. I mean, you know. And will Kamala Harris prosecute people for smoking marijuana like she did in California when she arrested, or she put 1,500 people in jail for possession of marijuana? Tulsi Gabbard brought this up. Yeah, she laughed about it. She laughed about putting 1,500 people in jail for possession of marijuana while she admitted that she smoked pot. In fact, she's pretty much high all the time. You can see it in her eyes. She's got red eyes almost all the time in every photo I've seen of her. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put the atomizer on there. And we'll squirt that on the pan. This saves me a lot. I get safflower oil, which is really good. Safflower oil is the most durable oil there is, and I've had a lot of experience. I was showing you the other day how I pulled out an 11-year-old bottle of safflower mayonnaise, Hanes, and it's still good. I'm not kidding. It's still good. Okay. No, you mean WD-20, not 5-weight 20. I don't know. I mean, safflower oil from an edible perspective, because I know you're not going to eat motor oil, Tom. Safflower oil is by far the most dense industrial. It can take up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe even 450. All right, we're going to go ahead and cut the onion. You think I should use Meow TV's knives? I think I should. I think it's time. In honor of all the people that have passed away in Lebanon, that targeted strike against that missile facility, I'm going to pull out the 67 layers of Damascus steel from Damascus. Yes. I'm not supporting the Hezbollah group that was getting funding from this group. Unlike the Democrats, I don't support the Muslim Brotherhood, nor do I get money like Joe Biden does. Joe Biden has been getting money funneled through the Black Lives Matter group from the Muslim Brotherhood. We've shown that to you. I know it's in Syria. I'm just giving you a little reference to the area. It's slightly over the hill. You're thinking I don't know the difference between Syria and Lebanon? That's pretty funny. 67 layers of steel. Look at that. Now this is sharp. I sharpened it. Here we go. Always keep your eye on the knife at all times. That is a more elegant cut, I will admit. Okay, our pan is getting ready. We're going to put the onions on the pan. I like to scoop them up with my big cleaver. Get that in there right away. Okay, then I'm going to go over to my kitchen sink. I'm going to rinse off my vegetables. I've got Brussels sprouts and broccoli, a couple bucks worth. You know, broccoli is always on sale in the summertime. $0.99 a pound at Kroger. Isn't it amazing? Okay, for this session, I'm going to, thank you, retire the knife. Yeah, I don't want to stain the box with any drippage here. Especially if I have to send it back to the factory for a repair. Yes, I like this knife repaired. It seems the blade is dull. I'll mail it back to Syria. Do they take returns for sharpening? I mailed the knives back to Syria for sharpening. I had my man in the Middle East handle them. Okay, pan's on. Closing the cover on the pan. As you can see, this is an inspired meal, a Mediterranean flavor. We're going to cut up the pork sausage and put that in there right away. $1 worth of Farmer John's. toss out the paperwork. You know, the other day, Sarah and I got some of the some sort of an item here, plastic waste, right? I thought, you think maybe I could make a mask out of this? You know, it'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it, to have like, hi, I'm Dave, sandwich platter guy. That'll definitely protect you from COVID. It's just one of the many barriers that are available. All right. We're going to take a quick cut of the sausage. So take those links and grab them and cut them like that with a sharp knife. You notice how they're mostly fat, the Parmesans? Perfect. You want that fat. That's something you want. I'm going to put those right on top of the onions. I'm going to make a middle ground for those and put them right on the pan itself. All right. Hello. Now I only used a half a package for flavoring and to cut calories. There's nothing more fattening than pork fat. So I'm going for flavoring. Oh well, it's the propyl sulfoxide or 5-oxalide, which makes you cry around onions. Yeah. No, those are $200 retail. Everybody saved up their money from all the money they made censoring me and sent it all to Meow TV, and he made the purchase. It was a gift from all the people that have been making millions of dollars off of me. And I don't endorse their behavior. But I heard there was a big, like a round robin call for money among the T. Rucker group. No, I never gave up on my diet. I'm 39 waist size. I'm actually thinking of getting back into Olympic swimming. As you know, I was training for the 2020 Olympics, but I don't know, it didn't work out. So I'm going for the next rate. Are they having the Olympics? I don't think they are. They've canceled them, right? Okay, so I might still qualify. Okay, good. I'm going to try to get back into shape for the 50-meter freestyle. Michael Phelps has nothing on me. I've got a way better stroke. Okay, as you can see, these stalks are full of nutrition. They are. I like to pull the sides off them, so there's nothing more difficult to eat than a tough stalk. So just kind of go down the side like that and cut them away. That's just compost. Okay, we're cooking everything kind of quickly now. We're stepping up to level 6 in just a few minutes. Right now the pan's just getting nice and hot, steamy. And what a perfect time to add a little Italian seasoning. I just have a little, in fact. I'm going to have to break out my new bottle of organic Italian seasoning. Yeah, Italian seasoning, organic. Yay! Pull the top off. Yeah, it's kind of exciting to think that Donald Trump is melting down right now while you Republicans are expecting him to be, really stepping it up. Is he throwing the race? Is that what's happening? You QAnoners, what do you think? I mean, you think the deep state finally got to Donald? Because he hasn't really prosecuted anybody in the deep state. You think they just said, Mr. Donald, it's time for you to retire. You took a little bit of Russian money, but now we are looking for a better person. We found Kamala Harris likes money too. Actually, they're taking money from the Muslim Brotherhood, so I shouldn't, Who would you rather have bribe our election, Russia or the Muslim Brotherhood? Your choice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a little shaker top of this organic stuff, you know? Nice. Smell the Italian seasoning. Okay. Sarah picked up a bunch of stuff. We got paprika, curry powder, basil, turmeric. Now I've got to turn some hot water over here on the stove. I already pre-filled the container right over here. I'm going to turn that on level 6. And I'm going to put a little bit of seasoning, a little salt in it. Himalayan sea salt with 85 minerals, gathered from people barefoot with salt wounds. Every time they walk in the salt flats, it hurts them. They scream. It must make a for a really sad sight. It's their only way of making money in this area. They have to do it. Of course, you'll find out about that when Kamala Harris, Joe Biden try to turn our country into a third world country. Oh, they want reparations for black people too. You didn't know? Yeah, you swing voters might want to consider a third party at this point. Sarah and I buy this stuff at Kirkland. It's pretty pricey. I should say she buys it, because I don't use a lot of it, but I'm going to try some of it tonight. It's like $8 for this thing. But it's, you know, it's a lot of basil. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. It's not exactly cheap. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get the... ooh, that's kind of getting hot. These guys need to be cooked. So what I'm going to do is take the stalks and cut the stalks down. Like that. And then just dice them. Really small. They're very good for you, by the way. Broccoli is full of calcium and vitamin C. And vitamin B. Okay, we're going to throw that right on top of the sausage. And I'm going to throw the broccoli's crowns on there too. Just kind of toss them in there. All in a circle. You can't really see that very well here. There you go. Okay, this is a kind of a good time for you to try the steam fry thing. Even though the sausage is just getting started, it'll really enhance it if you throw a couple tablespoons of water in there. Okay, now we're going to kick it up to level 6. Okay, both burners are on level 6 now. Now, as far as the Brussels sprouts are concerned, the bottoms tend to get a little old. You got to cut those off. See those? So what I do is I just go like that, and then I just sever it in half like that. The important thing is to cook the sausages in with the vegetables, so you're getting a lot of the oils to mix with the vegetables, adding to taste enhancement. Welcome to Taste Enhancement. All right, we're doing great. I'm glad you were able to tag along today in the ultimate veggie pesto pasta experience. Sometimes they're more dense than others, and if they're really dense, you want to cut them 3 ways. Did you say 3-way? All right. Physical limitations on speed always amount to a problem, so it's important when working with a very sharp knife not to make any abrupt movements. Okay, all that's going to go in the container. All right. Press it down a little bit, give it a shake, keep it at level 6, and continue chatting with the chatters. Really, don't look at the camera while chopping. You know what I like to do is spray a little safflower oil over the top. So let's grab my power mister. Okay. Did you guys see that image of Joe Biden grabbing a little girl's hand and rubbing himself with it? That was the weirdest thing ever. I didn't see it the first time around when we saw it, but then when we saw it again, it's like he's holding onto her hand and then touching himself with her hand. It was the weirdest thing, yeah. So we're going to be looking more at the weird behavior of Joe Biden tonight to try to get you guys to tell all your Democratic friends the guy is a pervert. God knows what he's got in that submarine chamber down there on Water Island. Oh my God. I'll be looking at that tonight too. You wouldn't believe how big the facility for the submarines was at one time. I don't look at pictures like that except to see that the guy was actually, Joe Biden was doing this in front of the cameras. I'm serious. When you search my name, you get another spawn I'm with a different first name. Yeah. I've been buried in the search engines, Tom. What do you mean, why is it? The Zionists know I'm onto them. They spend their weekends adjusting the wiki. They spend most of their weekends working on the wiki and trying to get my name to knock down. Here it is.
He's up there. Oh, way up there. Right up here. It's up there.
Watch this. Look at that. Take a look at it again. Check this out.
Right up here. It's up there.
He's grabbing it. See that? He jerks it closer to his body. Look at that. And he rubs it again. Look at that. He went for a couple rubs, and she's like, "What are you doing with my hand, mister?" Yeah. That's what we're dealing with. Jim Carrey can't impress. He doesn't impress me. I'm sorry. Thank you for that. Moonbase has something. Michael Cohen released the foreword of his upcoming book on working for the president, which says it details scandalous actions that include setting up a back channel to Russian leader Vladimir Putin and lying to Trump's wife about his sexual infidelities. Wow. Thank you, Michael Cohen. You're awesome. I will definitely pardon you. Okay. No. Biden can't even play his organ properly. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to now look at the possibility of touching the food with a wooden spatula. Okay, adjusting camera. Survey said. Now give it a good stir. Pressing down. Yeah, move those sausages around. They're great. Let's take a tablespoon of this pesto sauce. Now that has oil and garlic in it. And wouldn't it be great to have garlic? Let's do garlic too. garlic. There we go. 1 heaping teaspoon of pesto sauce coming up. And then 1 heaping teaspoon of garlic coming up. All right. Save that spoon. You can put the spoon in the thing and stir it around. There you go. Stirring the dish, breaking up the sausages as best you can. Fantastic. All right. Now this dish is going to need something a little extra to kind of like give it, I don't know, it's pizzazz or something. I'm not going to use celery now. Aluminum. These are stainless steel. I only cook with stainless steel. You know, I'm going to throw a little, I use various products I pick up, like when I get olive juice. I'm going to use some olive juice on top of there as a splash. It's a good use of olive juice. Yeah, so I'm kind of struggling with this Cracker Barrel stuff, and I bought it, and it's good on crackers, but why can't it be the basis of a really good pesto? So I'm going to do that, okay? Dave, will this protect my family and me from COVID? I am not able to answer that question. YouTube won't allow me to make any recommendations about COVID. In fact, isn't it odd that the government doesn't talk about individual health and immunity, ever? I could use mustard, but it just throws the whole thing away from the pesto. So I'm going to take all of this stuff in here and put it right on top of the vegetables. I know that sounds weird, but it'll melt down. Yeah. It's actually quite good. I mean, from a taste perspective, if you like Velveeta, you'll really love this. I don't normally eat processed cheese, but, you know, who cares? You know, the apocalypse is coming. Go ahead and splurge. That's good. Assuming you don't find any pubic hair in there or something. Yeah, it's actually quite good. If you see this stuff on sale, it's got a shelf life of about, you know, whatever. A long time. You hear that sound in the background? That's the sound of water rushing through a swim spa. Oh yeah, we just took our swim spa, Sarah and I did. We're having a spa-cation. I know, it's exciting. Hey, we got a boil going on back there. I'm going to use a half a package of noodles because, you know, I don't want to get too far off on my noodle. Made with organic durum wheat, semolina, and cage-free eggs. Simple Truth Organic. The only egg noodle that's organic in the world. You found hair in your food while you're eating? Oh gosh. You nearly vomited? I don't blame you for nearly vomiting and complaining. There really is nothing worse than eating and having some long hair in your food. The Brilla's in the other room. I mean, you don't find egg noodles that are organic. Brilla doesn't make egg noodles that I know of. So take a kind of a pinch in the bag like that, and then we're going to drop it right in the water. use these little things that, are great for packages. Like, boom, done. Put it away for next time. Okay, so we're going to give that water a little stir in here. You don't want to let it set. It has to be stirred immediately. But the nice thing about egg noodles is you literally are done in a short period of time. I'm going to keep the cover ajar. And I'm going to start picking up any of my extra compost material like this stuff. So just put all this stuff in a bowl here, and I'll stick it in the compost heap down below the sink. I use Tupperware for compost. It's the best thing I've ever experienced. You don't get the smell you get from those compost bins that they say have carbon on them, It's an old Tupperware we use. And you want to wash your hands after handling compost. So, quick rinse. I know what you're saying is, when are you going to stir the vegetables, Dave? Well, we're going to let them cook with that cheese around them. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to splash a little milk in there. Okay. Turn it down to a low simmer now. Now, if you have any type of yogurt or cheese of any kind, you can use that. Parmesan works with this. Oops. Okay, I'm going to give those noodles another stir. I'm going to take this entire dish and give it a stir with that spoon. Beautiful. Nice. Now, this is mostly vegetables, so that has a pesto taste to it. I'm going to add some more basil directly from the basil thing. We just got some basil. Sarah said, we got to get this. It's like $2. It's like, okay, we'll get it. I'm going to open it up, throw some basil on top of that for extra flavoring. Yeah, good. Basil is the basis of most Italian seasoning. Then comes oregano and thyme, and I usually grow my own herbs except for basil. Basil is a very seasonal, temperamental kind of thing, so buying it in bulk is fine. Okay, I'm just going to give a little splash of that stuff on top as it's sitting there. And I've got it down to a simmer, so it's all good. Okay, we're good. The thing about Brussels sprouts is, if you cook them, cut them in half like I did, they take a lot less time to cook. So they're steaming with the small amount of sausage and the oils and everything, and that cheese has already been melted down. You can use Vienna sausage, yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, from the can, whatever, yeah. Good. The egg noodles are almost there. They cook very fast. Sarah and I bought a product recently that is absolutely incredible. Unsweetened. We got this for $1.27 a container. Unsweetened almond cashew. It's really good. And I said, how do you like that? She said, it's delicious. It's a milk replacement. But if you like to guzzle milk, this stuff will, definitely take you to another level. Yeah. $1.27 for that. Isn't that amazing? Totally. It's incredible. It's like super satisfying. No, I don't do catnip. Candy, Sarah and I can't even be in the same house when she starts teaching. Yeah. Hey, Anderson, welcome. Brussels sprouts are normally pretty bad if you don't like them, truth hurts. Tom came up with a big idea. He said, you're going to add some Patty LaBelle. I don't know. I think maybe I should add a little Kamala Harris. What'd you say, man? You think Kamala Harris will come out with her own spice line, I just so happen to have a little bit of Patty LaBelle left. Miss Patty's got her no salt seasoning and ready to go. I'm going to put it all in there. Thank you, man. Now I'm going to give it another stir. I just noticed that those Brussels sprouts are not quite done yet. So I'm going to take it up to level 6 again. Crank that grill. Take it up to like a medium high on your burner. Of course, if you are cooking with gas, be sure to get a carbon monoxide detector in your house. Remain safe at all times. Did you see that audio clip of those people that were killed in that blast in Lebanon, in Beirut? Oh man, the audio clip, it was the last thing they said. They were looking at the actual explosion, right? The first one? Oh yeah. They were cooking, they were like looking at it and, they were cooking later, yeah. Their bodies were cooking. I will add some Parmesan, good point. Thank you, Misanthropy, I will. That'll be the finishing touch. You can add an egg to this. Would you like to add an egg, Darth? Let's add an egg. I'm going to turn off the noodles. They're done. I'm going to throw an egg in that dish. Give it a big stir. Yeah, it kind of firms it up. And you got range-free, cage-free eggs in the other dish. With that hot temperature, it's all going to cook together. Beautiful. Okay.
Instead of that bacon, you could just add that Delizio.
The what?
The Delizio bacon spice.
Oh yeah, but that's something I don't really cook with. I don't think it's going to go well with pesto. It's got more of a bacon taste. But we're still going to be integrating the Meow TV spice rack that we brought in. We'll do that on a pork day. Okay, survey said, drain the noodles. So you ready to drain your noodle? There you go. Draining the noodles. Thank you. All right, we're going to go ahead and put that right in the glass container, but I'm going to add a little bit of, how do you say in America, juice? Where did my atomizer go? Oh, there it is. I'm going to spray the bottom of the pan here. There you go. Put put those egg noodles right on top of that. There we go. Survey said. Nice job, Dave. Yeah, it's really sad that we've got a two-party system with the Illuminati controlling both parties. I'm sure many of you are kind of bummed out about that. Well, she doesn't like eggs, but she doesn't even know they're in here. I'm going to add the Parmesan like you suggested. Thank you. Survey said. Now, you can always add more pesto at the table if you want more, you know, especially for people that love pesto. All right, we're almost ready to wrap this up and get into the other room and have fun talking about politics. Yeah, I wish that we had some good-looking people running for president, because I'm not that fond of the way that Kamala looks. Kamala. She said it's pronounced Kamala. I'm going to go with Kamala, okay? I don't care how she pronounces her name. I'm going to go with Kamala. Well, whatever she is, she's married to a real jerk. Did you see her husband? An entertainment lawyer? They got a picture of him yelling at somebody like he's some sort of a maniac. He'd be the first man. I would do a thing with her hair. It looks too like stringy and like greasy and stuff. Yeah, I would have her do a light thinning. I'd probably give her some. You know what's really good? African sheen. Afro sheen. It brings out the best in a person's hair. I think Kamala could use a little extreme makeover with a little Afro sheen, because she's not black enough. Trump Tardican thought it was funny. Dave, does Kamala have a unit? I don't think so. I think Kamala is a woman. We're pretty sure, but is it improper for me to ask? Jesus Christ, Anderson! She's not black enough. I told you. I know African Americans that think that Kamala is a white girl. Yeah, she's about as white as you are, Anderson. Yeah, she's not that black. I dated a Jamaican American that was a hell of a lot prettier than Kamala. Yeah, I know. It no African heritage at all. She has no connection to the African people of this great nation. You're eating a dinner on a farm, watching the sunset. The show's even better on a farm. I bet, Trump Tardican. I'm so happy you finally found a place, a niche in life. You go. Okay, I'm going to turn that off now. Let it sit in its own heat, and I'm going to literally just put that right on top of that bowl, and we're going to mix it all up. I just want to make sure those Brussels sprouts are cooked, and then we're going to top it off with a little Parmesan. Get some of that wood pulp that helps the Parmesan go down better. Cellulose, my man. You know, I don't want to look at that explosion anymore, because when I saw that there were jets overhead and heard the jets in that audio clip, oh man, that was a strike. You know full well that was a strike on those poor people. We have to start looking at crimes against humanity in that region. We really do. And I don't believe Kamala is going to stand up for the Palestinian people in any way except to get money from the Muslim Brotherhood. I think that she's never taken a stand. She's clearly getting money from AIPAC and the Muslim Brotherhood. So that's not exactly a person who's going to open their heart to the plight of the poor Palestinian people there. Koala. She said it's like Kamala. It just sounds like formal or something. Hello, Kamala. Camelot? Kamala? Please put a stop of census people knocking on my door. Thank you. They probably have about 4 or 5 people that are going to do the same job over and again. Trump's just paying them extra because they have nothing else to do with their life.
Rodney, hey, how you doing, buddy? Hey, living large, Rodney. We got Rodney in here, living large, man.
Oh, your phone is outside. It's out there in the. Yeah, I'll get it. I'll go get it in a bit. You don't need it right now, though, do you?
No.
Okay, it's safe.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Living large, living large.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this to the dish. The moment has arrived. Wow, look at this. Let it rip. Just stick it right on there. Fantastic, Mr. Trump. Kwame Jackson was fantastic, Mr. Trump. Remember that, Celebrity Apprentice? Okay, mix it in there. Get it right in there. Move it around. You've got a little bit of that fat from the pork in there. And just kind of go push it in there like this. Yeah, those Brussels sprouts got done, thankfully. That is beautiful. All right. Good to go. We'll top it off with a little bit of Parmesan. Absolutely. And if you really want to get into it, a little heavier and you want to add calories, cover it with butter. All right, dinner for 5 is served for $5. All right. Hey, thanks everybody for coming in to watch this wonderful show. I'll be back in just a little while with the regular show. 2 minutes, I'll be up and running. And this is a wrap. Another wonderful Mr. Right experience. Thank you for coming and enjoying this amazing pesto pasta, veggie pesto pasta. Later.